Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nick Patrick Holderman, back down here again in the basement control center, and I am here right alongside Timothy Knight. Timothy, how's the weather today? What's the weather going to be like today?
The weather is going to be fantastic, Nick. There's going to be sunshine, there's going to be happiness, it's all going to be good.
Timothy, you ignorant slut, it's going to be raining and snowing outside. It's not going to be sunny. What are you thinking?
Maybe in your world, Nick. Maybe in your world. In my world,
whatever.
The sun is shining.
Anyway, enough of that horse crap. Let's go ahead and get on to talk about what actually happened on DNA last Tuesday. And if you weren't there, shame on you. You missed a great show.
I was there. I was standing in the middle of the ring refereeing the matches. So, let's see. The first match, Honey Blunt, well, not even a match, Honey Blunt came out explaining to the fans that everything is fine in BBB and that Jasper was in the hospital recovering from a neck injury. She called for her opponent to come out to the ring, which happened to be the gamer girl Sybil Halsey. Since both women are high flyers, this was an unbelievable match. Their styles were almost similar. Honey knew this and began to focus her attack on Sybil's leg, making sure to keep her grounded. Towards the end, as Sybil was going off the ropes, Ciara would trip Sybil right in front of the referee. Honey would then go for the withdrawal symptoms crash. However, the referee still be distracted by Ciara, and even Honey went to Ciara and asked her what the hell she was doing. This gave Sybil the chance to catch her from behind and hit the Triforce drop and defeated her former women's champion.
Indeed it did, and the second match, it involved Mac Galeth, who, quite honestly, Timothy, shouldn't be in action because he's still recovering from that elbow surgery, that titanium plate in his elbow. And he actually took on Tommy McGregor last Tuesday on DNA. In the beginning, Mac tried to go ahead with a clothesline, but Tommy was quick on his feet, and he was able to dodge it and put in some offense. However, Mac was able to come back and show his powerful moves, but every time he would go for one of them, he would feel the injury from his arm. But that's not stopping him from taking control, and Tommy used his speed and agility to try to counter. But every time he tried to do that, the big man countered him. As Tommy was getting up, Mac was ready in the corner as he charged and hit him with a spear despite his arm hurting. Mac was still able to put Tommy into Devastator for victory. Timothy, your thoughts on Mac actually competing and coming off that surgery when the doctors said, no, you shouldn't be doing this. He's out there with that titanium plate in his elbow. You think Elias should make him wear a elbow pad or something for it? But
I don't know, Nick. I must say big kudos to Mac for actually standing in the ring and doing what he is doing. He's showing that he is not giving up, that he is going to keep fighting no matter what. So I enjoy watching Mac in the ring. No matter how hurt he is still there kicking ass, not giving up.
Yeah, but you have to wonder how should he worry about his health rather than wrestling right now. But that's neither here nor there. We have something else that happened on the show, and Timothy, I believe you have that.
Yeah, because after that match, the International Honored Crown Champion Karen Darkwatch called out UHW's General Manager Elias Swiftwind and demanded that Yancey would be punished for what he did to Maxine out in the parking lot. When Elias told him he didn't know what he was talking about, Karen showed some footage being shown of Maxine being carried out in a stretcher. Then suddenly, after a few minutes, we would then see Maxine and the stretcher toppled over. Elias didn't believe Karen stated that could have been anyone and had no solid proof that it was Yancey.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily if that is proof, but anyone with any video editing knowledge at all could have done that. A video toaster, they could have done that. But anyway, our third match was a non-title match when we saw United Universal Champion Wolfie Kessel going up against Kevin Faust. This was a brutal match, as Kevin only had one goal in mind, and that was to hurt and destroy, and he was by far Wolfie's biggest challenge. Kevin was dominant through most of that match, but Wolfie was able to get some offense back. It wasn't enough, though. Kevin was relentless and would take Wolfie and wrap his legs in a figure four around the ring post. The referee warned him to let go of the hold, but Kevin wouldn't listen. The ref then counted the 5 and gave Wolfie the win by DQ, but Kevin was not finished yet. He then pulled out a table and chair and hit Wolfie with the chair and then powerbombed Wolfie through that table. I almost feel sorry for the table on that one, but Vince would then come in and stop Kevin from doing any more damage and would help Wolfie backstage. Tim, why don't you tell him about their main event?
Yeah, for the main event of the evening, it was the UHW Women's Champion Anarchy Fang taking on the Black Panther Rosalind. This was their second meeting, and of course the last time we saw Anarchy face Rosalind, Anarchy was in her comatose state. Now Anarchy pulled nothing back as she unleashed her fury from the beginning of the match. Rosalind would come back with a few tricks of her own. These two battled it out tooth and nail. Anarchy tried to deliver the warp vortex, but Rosalind would counter it not once but twice, something no one has ever done before. Rosalind would be in control, and though she would beat the women's champion, but Anarchy would surprise her with the corn kick and it was all over. Anarchy would get Rosalind in the last breath, the same move that won her the women's title, and Rosalind tapped out with giving Anarchy the victory.
And going into this week's shows, we gotta wonder, is there still tension within Triple B? Well, Kieran proved it was Yancey that attacked Maxine in the parking lot. Will Vince the Church Ninja confront Kevin for what he did to Wolfie? And is there anybody that can stop Anarchy? Find out these questions and more as UHW presents Havok in a few minutes. Back to you in the arena, folks. From down here in the basement.
Enjoy the show, everyone.
Yeah, from down here in the basement. Talk to you later. And you know, Timothy, they need to install a heater down here. I mean, it's like freezing.
Stop your whining, Nick. Take a coat. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt.
You see what I have on? You see what I have on?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're whining.
Whatever. Got out to the arena.